Hi, are you ready for the summary of this week? This week we really have special effects. Enjoy! During this week, we have introduced the value at risk, or VaR. The VaR is an omnipresent measure of risk in risk management. In the field of credit risk, it is often called CVaR, or credit risk VaR. From a purely statistical point of view, we have said that the VaR is nothing more than a quantile. A VaR at confidence level alpha is therefore the alpha quantile of the loss distribution. So here we are. To define the VaR, we need a loss distribution. Let's create one. Now, let's sketch a curve to represent this distribution. For a loss distribution, the value at risk is always defined on the right tail, that is, the part of the distribution representing the probability of observing the larger losses. The VaR alpha is simply the threshold loss above which the probability of observing a larger loss is 1 minus alpha. For what concerns the actual computation of the value at risk, we have considered some exercises. I strongly suggest you to spend time on these and on the extra exercises you can find on the platform of the course. It is very important that you understand how to compute the VaR. And now, let's come back to the other topics of the week. We have then considered derivations of the VaR, such as the mean VaR, that is to say, the VaR centered around the mean, or specific VaRs for distributions like the Gaussian and the student t. We have also introduced the expected shortfall, a measure of risk that quantifies the average loss over the VaR. Here it is. Moreover, we have given the definition of coherent measures of risk. A coherent measure of risk is a measure which is monotone, subadditive, positive homogeneous, and translation invariant. We have discussed the financial implications of these properties. It can be shown that while the expected shortfall is always coherent, the VaR is not. This is due to the fact that the value at risk is not subadditive in general, even if there are special cases for which this is true. For example, when the loss distribution is a Gaussian distribution. Finally, we have introduced the basic procedure for backtesting. Backtesting is the set of statistical tests we can use to verify whether our value at risk, our VaR, is reliable or not, on the basis of historical data. So, for this week, we are done. Goodbye.